What's going on, everyone? It's Mod back again, and yet again Everton have been fucked by the FA, the Premier League, VAR. Yet again, the same happened last week in Southampton when Everton should have had a penalty. The same thing happens today, but it was even more fucking obvious. Honest to God, we played so well for the majority of that game, and for two incidents of stupidity and naivety from both a set of referees in Finchley Park that haven't got a fucking Scooby-Doo, and Michael Keane, who is more planted to the ground than a fucking 500-year-old oak tree. What the fuck? It pisses me right off, because again, we played against City, we played well, we did fine. We could have scored a couple of goals ourselves in the first half. The second half was mostly Man City. As you'd expect, they make the changes. Mahrez comes on, Jesus comes on. And they pepper us. Jordan Pickford was fantastic. And it takes one moment for Michael fucking Keane to shit it, and that costs us. Then within 4 minutes, Everton go up the other end. The ball comes into the box, and it's so obvious. It hits him here. It hits him fucking here. How is it not a deliberate movement towards the ball when you're walking to it under no pressure and you put your arm here? Are you fucking serious? It's an absolute disgrace of a decision. It's a joke. It's an absolute joke. Let's just get into the game. First 10, 15 minutes, Everton, in my opinion, were the better side. There was moments where City had more of the ball, but we expected that. But Everton were definitely... There was more chances for Everton. There was more, even, I don't particularly go by XG, but there was more XG for Everton than there was Manchester City. Loads more. Loads more. And we just seemed better than them in the sort of final third. I think it was because we were so tenacious and they weren't probably expecting it defensively, and we had a couple of chances. Ball gets played into the box. Iwobi does well, flicks it outside. Iwobi lashes at it. Richarlison lashes at it, hits it straight at the keeper. That was frustrating, but that was an opportunity. John Joe Kenny gets down the left-hand side, smashes it into the side of the goal. Gordon has an effort. So there was chances. You just couldn't take one. We just couldn't take one. And then I sort of felt like Alan was just fantastic. I felt like at the start of the game, the first 45 minutes, I thought Alan was brilliant. He was popping up everywhere. He was winning the ball. He was taking people on. He was carrying the ball to Corey. He was energetic, popping up everywhere. It was just a really good performance. It was fantastic. And Everton deserved to be going in 0-0. If anything, if there was going to be a team that was up, it was going to be Everton. And I think Man City's XG at half-time was something like 0.16. And Everton's was 3 times that, like 0.55, which, don't get me wrong, isn't loads more. You'd want it to be over 1. But the facts are, ours was better, much better. It was just so frustrating. The second half, Man City dominated, and there weren't many Everton chances, really. There was a couple. Richarlison was caught offside on one. There was a couple by Gordon, but honestly, nothing particularly massive. But Jordan Pickford made some phenomenal saves. Phil Foden today probably could have had 3 or 4 goals, and Pickford stopped them. He put a header over the bar. There was an effort from John Stones outside the box. It got smashed at him. He dealt with it. Lots of corners by Man City, but up until that moment by Michael Keane, I saw the goal was coming, but I thought we'd weathered it. But Michael Keane, the ball comes across. Michael Keane is stuck. Like, he just doesn't move. He has to go in the summer. I can't believe that he still plays as centre-half in our team. I'd rather Branthwaite. I can't stand him. He's you know, people will say, oh, he's got his body to everything. He made one mistake. Well, that one mistake today cost us a point. And actually, if he doesn't make that mistake and we get a penalty that he should be given, we could have got 3. So I can't sit here and defend him, and I won't sit here and defend anyone. Apart from that, I thought all the players were well, and I thought Michael Keane was good for 80 minutes. But he fucked it. He absolutely fucked it. And I want him to go into that dressing room and I want him to sit there and go, why didn't I fucking move? Because I don't want it to happen again next week. I'm absolutely livid. I'm absolutely livid because, again, we'll talk about the incident. We got done. We go down the other end. We really apply pressure. We go down the other end. The ball hits his arm here. It's fucking here in the middle of his arm. And they're not giving penalties for that. What is that about? He didn't even check the monitor. It was stonewall. It was as stonewall as a handball can be, apart from hitting your hand if you wave into the ball. It's a joke of a decision. And this is what pisses me off about the Premier League. VAR. I wish a team like an Everton who get done. Like a Leeds. Leeds been done loads of times by it as well. Connor was telling me. Like an Everton, like a Leeds, like a Leicester, like a West Ham. When they're playing up against the Big Six and the Big Six get away with murder, just fucking walk off. Just walk off the pitch. Just somebody has to make a stand against the VAR's lunacy of their decisions, because honestly, today was pathetic. It was absolutely disgraceful, and they love it. They love not giving Everton penalties. Love it. It could have happened twice last week. We didn't get one. I'm fed up of VAR, because that is a penalty. In any walk of life, that is a penalty, and at least it's an opportunity to get Everton back into the game 1-1. So I'm not bothered. I'm not bothered. In terms of the team selection, I thought it was all right. The only thing I would say, and I don't quite understand, Iwobi and Gordon were knackered after 60 minutes, and I don't know why Frank Lampard didn't make a substitution quicker. I'd rather see Townsend than El Ghazi, just because I know Townsend will work back. I don't know that of El Ghazi. Plus, Townsend's got a 35-yard screamer in the locker. And when you're looking for a goal, I'd rather that be on the pitch. I didn't think Iwobi was bad today. I'm not slagging him off. But I would have made that change at 60 minutes. I would have changed both of them. I would have brought Damari Gray on for Gordon and Townsend on for Iwobi. But it didn't happen. It didn't happen. We didn't make that substitution. And, you know, Richarlison worked tirelessly today. Held up the ball loads better than Calvert-Lewin did last week. Really put himself about, loads of energy, loved it, loved that. I thought Kenny was good. I thought I thought when Donny van der Beek came off, we become a little bit isolated, and I thought he was sort of being targeted. But again, Coleman gets caught out position again for their goal. But I can't sit here and slag off the Everton team today, apart from Michael Keane. And I don't even like doing that, because he played well for 80 minutes, but that moment has cost us the game today. So, yeah, look, I'm not happy. I'm not happy with the result. I'm happy with the lads, the performance. You know, you take that into the rest of the season and games away from home, and Everton will stay up. They will stay up, especially when, you know, you're seeing other teams that are picking up points, but Leeds and Brentford are falling like stones. You like to think Everton could play Spurs and get a point. You like to think Everton can win our home games against teams like Newcastle, go away to Watford and win. I think we have to win these games. But today was a point that, in my opinion, Everton have been robbed of for various reasons. A Michael Keane mistake and a potential VAR penalty shout that it should be a penalty. So, look, I'm leaving it there. I'm not going into it too much. I'm fuming. I'm really angry. And it's just not worth it. So, guys, look, I'll see you soon. I'll see you Monday for the debrief. There may be a video tomorrow. I don't know. It depends how angry I am. And I'll see you soon. Peace.